everyone, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're an emerging nation. We've been around about 4.5 years, putting in solid foundations so that we can be here for many generations. And we're now in a position where we are expanding our economy to improve the liquidity and value of our currency to benefit all our citizens. Anybody can become a citizen. There's no fee, there's no obligation. You just come along, register, prove you're a real person. That's all there is to it. There are lots of things that you can get involved in if you wish to, but there's no obligation, as I say. You can just enjoy the company, okay? Tour the scenery. So there is no reason whatsoever why everybody in the world shouldn't be a part of our community. However, we do ask that you come with a positive mental attitude, and we have a non-separatist ideology. And that means that we don't see people for the superficial differences that often come into people's minds. You know, we don't pigeonhole you because of your colour, class, creed, gender, financial status, height, weight, anything else. We just see everybody as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together. And we start to understand then that because we're all linked together, it's impossible to be of service to somebody else without it being of equal or greater service to yourself. And we recognize that each human being individually is unique and so has something unique to offer our community, and therefore is of equal value to every other member of our community. And we have a little affirmation that helps us with that, and we'll be doing that in just a moment. But before that, we'll have a little prayer, and that prayer is to help us find true happiness in life. Not short-term pleasure, but that ever-constant bliss within you that keeps you happy, peaceful, and joyful, no matter what's going on in the world and what's going on in your world. Even when you get upset by some circumstances, things happen, and you get that sadness that comes with that, but it is still there, that underlying joy, that calm, that peace. And that is something that is very precious, and it is what everybody really seeks in life, true bliss. But most people don't even know that that's what they should be looking for. And you can't buy it. There are people with a lot of money and they're still struggling to get more money. They don't know why. But there's something missing in their life, and it is that bliss. And the only way you can get that is through loving service to others. And the great thing about being of loving service to others is that not only does it bring you that joy, that really valuable gift, that blessing, but also everything else that you want and need in life will start to be attracted to you, whether it's the home, the travel, education for the kids, time to spend doing this, that, the other, whatever. It'll all start working for you without you stressing out about it. And so that's what our very short little prayer is about. We'll follow that with that affirmation about our non-separatist ideology. Once we've just said hi to everybody, welcome, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay. We have a lot of people watch the replay. 7 p.m. London time is good for some people, pretty good for me, which is why we have them at this time. But it's not good for everybody, and we know that, and that's why we have all the recordings available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. So people can always catch up, and we have a lot that do that. So whether you're watching live or the replay, you're very, very welcome and appreciated for being here, staying updated, and being able to answer questions if you get them from other people. Okay, so before we have that prayer, let's just see who's in right now. We've got Mary in from Chicago in Illinois, USA. Peter from Cameroon, and Lewis from Lisbon in Portugal. We've got Don in from British Columbia in Canada. Peter from Kettering in England. Pawan from India. Nankiep from Nigeria, Richard from Devon in England, Maureen from London in England. And I know that we'll be getting a few more people in, and they'll probably add their names and location in as they join us. But let's get started right away with that little prayer and then that affirmation, and then I'll bring you up to date with what's been going on and what's going to go on, and how we're doing with everything. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service, attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their lives. Amen. And our little affirmation: we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay. And Norman is in as well from Doncaster in England. Right, today we've been pretty busy. Just a minute, let me see if we got another message here, because I was just talking with Deviani before we came live. Okay, no, she just, I'll tell you what, she was just adding on to our conversation in a moment, but we've been working, we've got one potential new developer just doing a little job, and what we've asked them to do, just to see how they work and what their capabilities are, what we've asked them to do is to tidy up the login ad panel, and make some improvements in there. If you've been using the login ads, then you'll know that there are certain things that you can't do, which are pretty annoying, really. One is you can't, if you allocate credits to an ad and you decide you don't want to run it anymore, you can't take those credits off and stop it running. So that's one thing that we want to do. You also know that if you've been running an ad and you've taken the credits off it, and you're never going to run it again because maybe the program's gone bust, disappeared, or done a rug pull or whatever. Maybe you just fell out with it, but you don't want it in there anymore. Well, you can't remove it currently. So that's another thing that we've asked them to do, to be able to remove that, to be able to retrieve credits if you wish. And also, I mean, sometimes you can make a mistake adding credits. You can perhaps give something 100 credits instead of 10, and then you're stuck with that 100 credits. You only wanted to give it 10, and you can't put those credits onto something else. So we're having that done. A few other things, I can't remember what they are, but it's all work within that ad panel, and it's also got to be evidenced in the administration area for the login ads, so that we can do the same things in there, because that's a little bit of a mess. Also, so first of all, we had to select the first person that we were going to test, and we've got them in there. We had to give them access to the development server and explain a little bit about how it all works, what we want them to do, and we want to not give them too many directions. Just say, this is what we want, that's what we've got, do it, sort of thing. But they have to have access to everything and know where it is. And so that we've got that on the development server. And we first had to load the development server with that as well. So we had to get the server team involved. But that is now in place, okay? And we'll see how the gentleman goes on. And we've got another person lined up as well, potentially. Well, we've got several of them, but we've got that one that's there, and we've got one that's next in line, which we will also give something to do once we've got through this first test. We don't want too many people working at the same time. It's going to be distracting for us and for stopping us getting things done. We have also the incentives for the affiliates, you guys, for the 777 plan is now complete. We have done some testing, but with the disruption of getting people giving these little tests, and I felt it would be the best way, because we can see in a practical situation then what they're like, what their capabilities are, and whether or not they're going to be an asset or a liability, basically. But we do want to get somebody started, so we have to make the process, get it going. So tomorrow should, I won't be around for most of tomorrow, and I'll tell you why in a moment. But tomorrow we should get that sorted out. Deviani will be working on the final testing and getting it loaded, and then on to the next phase of the 777 changes, upgrades. It'll be Wednesday, Thursday. I'm still hoping that we can get that done this week, but we'll have to wait and see. Why aren't I going to be around for most of tomorrow and Thursday, in fact? Although I will be able to get in contact, because what's happening is my pal Cody is going for stem cell treatment on his joints. He tends to hobble about and hop and skip a bit, and I think he's got arthritis in several joints, and I think his cruciate ligament in his other leg is going, because we had his rear left leg done about 3 years ago, I think it was, which is a pain, because it's not just the operation, it's 12 weeks of rehab, where basically, I mean, they advise that you keep them in a crate, but we didn't do that. But you've got to stop them jumping around and doing things. So hoping this is going to avoid it, and we're going to get all the other joints fixed at the same time and various other things. But it means we'll be leaving here early morning to travel to the vet. There's only one in the UK that does this. And then we'll be spending time with the vet for a while while Cody gets in, and then they'll be doing the tests on him. And we'll pick Cody up in the evening. And what I decided was we would stop overnight, because after an early day and things like that, there would be, it'd just be a hassle driving back, and I wouldn't be able to do the live and this sort of thing. So with us having booked to stop overnight, it means that while Cody's in there, we've got somewhere to go, and I can get in and actually get some work done. Won't be an awful lot of time spent on working, but be able to get some things done in the afternoon, and I will be available for the live tomorrow, and I'll be in contact with Deviani to find out exactly what's been going on with the program and with the test that we set for this potential employee. Okay, so that's going to take me out for a good few hours, both tomorrow and Thursday. So it's going to be a big day. 9/11 is a big day in the United States. It'll be the 23rd anniversary of the terrorist attack on the Twin Towers and the Pentagon and such tomorrow. So I'm sure that there'll be a lot of people in the United States remembering that. It's hopefully remembered in a good way and not a bad way. But hopefully as well, it'll be a good day for Cody. Okay, right. So that's explained a little bit and told you where we are today. If we can get another developer in, we can move a lot faster with things because, and we can also cover weekends hopefully. So we're looking to expand the development team in that way. It will probably take a couple of weeks before we can locate the ideal person, and hopefully we will get the ideal person. Then we can move forward faster with everything that we've got planned. Right, I see we've got, who did we have in? We had Maureen in from London. No, we had Norman in from Doncaster in England. I think we got Bazina in from Edinburgh in Scotland. We got Deborah in from Southern Alabama, USA, and it sounds like she was in time for the prayer. She's saying amen. We got Kingsley in from Manchester in England. So that's basically where we are, what we're up to at the moment. If there are any questions about anything, then by all means, put them in the comments and we'll do our best to answer them. Trying to think what... I sent 3 messages out into the inbox today. What would they be about? One of them was just an example of some text that you can use to promote the ShareHub plan. One of them was about raffle tickets. You know, get your raffle tickets sorted out, ready for the draw, and they're only $1 each, and any profit that we make will go to charity. We've already helped one charity with about $500, and we're getting close to another $500 where we'll be able to help another charity. And it's always good to be able to do something a little bit outside of our own little community, where we're still trying to do everything we can here as well. And the other message that was sent out was one of our members was just saying how easy and wonderful the KYC process is. Now, I didn't find it wonderful and easy, but I found it as easy as any other that I've done. But some people are struggling with it. So hopefully his comments will encourage people to get it right. We have people that say, oh, I can't upload this. And really, if you have a clear image, it's easiest. I believe it's not essential to do it in this way, but it seems to work easiest if you take a picture. If you've got a smartphone and you take a picture with your phone of the document, it automatically lines it up for you on things when you go to take the picture. You might have to have 2 or 3 goes at getting it nice and clear, because I did. I'm not good with phones and pictures and things. But eventually I got one that I thought, yeah, you can read everything on it. So we lick that up. And then you do a little selfie of yourself going, or whatever. And that's it, basically. It should be easy for everybody, but I know some people find it difficult. Some people find referring people difficult. Some people find it easy. Some people find swimming difficult. Some people find it easy. Some people find driving a car difficult, and some people find it easy. Riding a bike. If you think it's going to be hard, it will be. If you think it's going to be easy, it will be. Whatever you set your mind to in the morning usually sets you away for the day. You know, I wake up and I say, oh, good morning. Thank you, Lord, for another day. What are we going to be at today? You know, I want you to help and guide me so that I can get things right. And I know it's going to be a great day. And it always is a great day because I don't plan for anything else. And it doesn't matter what happens throughout the day, it will be a great day. Regardless of the ups and downs, we'll find ways to overcome them. I've mentioned this before, but some years ago, back in the early 1970s, I was a salesman for Rank Xerox in the UK here, selling word processing in the days before there were computers. Well, there were computers, but there were these big things you see on old science fiction movies. There weren't personal computers, there was no internet or anything like that. And the height of office equipment technology was an electric typewriter. And we were selling word processors, and you can liken that to a desktop computer, if you like, with I don't know whether they still do them now, actually, nearly all laptops, I think. But you remember the old monitor thing, big thing that you stood on the floor and you had the screen in front of you. And it was like that, but it didn't do any computing. All it did was, well, it did, I suppose. You know what a word processor is. You type things in and you can correct it before you print it, basically. So we were selling those, and my boss wrote on the big whiteboard that we had in the office, "There's no such thing as a problem. There are only situations, and all situations can be used as a benefit." And I've always remembered that phrase, and I thought, you know, it's right. And if you set your day out in the right way, saying, yeah, this is going to be a great and wonderful day, you jump out of bed and you get off to the bathroom, take your shower or whatever else you do, whatever your morning routine is, you've already got off to a good start. And as things come, and every day you're going to get something that you go, oh, didn't really want that to happen. How can we convert that into something good? And you'll find ways to do it. But if you wake up and say, oh, I don't feel good today, I wish I could stay in bed, I don't really want to get out of bed, and I know I've got to do such and such a thing, and I didn't really want to, your day's already off to a bad start. Get out of that habit. You know, wake up. Thank you for this wonderful day in my life. It's going to be another great day. Boom. You're off to a good start. I don't know how I got onto that, but anyway. Oh, that was it. It was about the KYC. If you approach the KYC and know that you're going to do it, and you're going to do it correctly, you're going to follow the instructions, I'm pretty sure you'll get it done okay. Okay, so who else have we got in? We've got Mr. Blue Therapy, who is trying to sell us something which we're not interested in. Thank you. You're very welcome to be here, listen, learn, but we're not interested in any offers. Thanks. And we got Don saying good luck to Cody. Yeah, that was the other thing that Devyani was doing. She was just saying that God bless Cody, may he get well soon. Yeah, he's not that ill really. It's just that he's not 100% well either. There's lots of dogs and human beings hobbling about with bits of pain and arthritis and things anyway. But if we can get it sorted out, so much the better. Okay, so that's what we'll be doing. But thanks, Don, for your kind thoughts. And any of you, that feel inclined, and you can always say a little prayer for Cody. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. I talk to him like he's a human being. I'm sure a lot of you that have pets do the same sort of thing. But I remember seeing a little comment once about a guy talking to his dog saying, "Look at that stupid woman talking to the cat and she thinks it can understand." And that's pretty much the way we are, I suppose, bit crackers. Okay, let's give you the numbers. And this is significant as well. We have an increase of 8 that have upgraded in the shareholder plan in the last 24 hours. We're up to 490 now. We were at 497 at our peak, but some people foolishly, I have to say foolishly, it's their choice, but foolishly dropped out and lost their position. I'm hoping and praying that the people that we get in understand that they've got to just stick with it. It'll get them there. It will get everybody that upgrades to a position of financial security over time. Now, I can't tell you it's going to take a month, 3 months, 6 months, a year. I don't know. I'm suggesting you look at it as a 3 to 5 year plan. I'm pretty sure that in 3 to 5 years, you'll be in profit. Whether or not we'll have maxed out your profit, not that you can ever max it out, it can always get more, but got you to 6,000 if you're passive and 20,000 if you're active. But it'll certainly be in profit and well worth having spent a few weeks putting in $2.50 out of your pocket. So don't give up on it. Just keep going. Don't get into it if you think, oh, I'll do this until. No. Do it. Full stop. No ifs, no untils, no unless or anything else. Just do it. Commitment. Commitment is doing the thing that you said you would do long after the mood in which you said it has passed. And if you think about that, that is really, really powerful. Be committed. Commit to the shareholder plan, and you will never regret it. Well, I'm saying you never regret it. You might regret it because it's taking longer than you thought it would, but I'm going to stick with it anyway. It's not really a regret, that, is it? That's just, it's taking a bit longer. But be positive, because you'll always see it moving, and not always up. Sometimes it'll move down, but the overall will be an upward shift, and at some stage it'll take off, and you'll be in the right position, because the best time to get in it is now. And when it does take off, it'll take it all with you. Now, most powerline plans promise that they will look after you, because when it takes off, you'll benefit. But most of them you won't benefit from, because when it takes off, it'll be a team over there that's not connected to you, and you're still left over here, and no benefit at all, and you're plodding away and nothing really is happening. With our community matrix, it doesn't matter which teams are doing the best in the personal matrix, the community matrix will always steadily, slowly be building. And in time, it will get everybody to a position of strength financially. But you've got to be prepared to give it the time, however long it takes. So there we go. We got 8 in the last 24 hours, up to 490. Let's see if we can get a few more in by tomorrow and crack that 500. that'll be our highest so far. Okay. Now, what is interesting in this is the share hope plan we've been putting in around about an average of 100, or probably a little bit over 100, consistently for quite a number of days. But since we realized that there were people putting in fakes and things, and we stopped it by making it that only people with KYC verification can get put into the assisted positions. It only affects the assisted positions. You can put them in, they can buy the way in, they don't have to do the KYC. You can piss them in, they don't have to do the KYC. But if they're going into an assisted position, they have to be KYC verified. And because we stopped that yesterday, it was down to 51, and today it's down to 2. 2 new members in the 777 plan. And that just shows you that what's been going on. Now, it's not all due to the people that have been abusing the system, but most of it is. Okay. So we've got 23,408 in there now. As soon as we get the upgrades finished, as I say, I'm hoping this week we will reinstate the selection from the pool. Now, people that are in the pool that were in the pool prior to the 1st of July will not be affected by the KYC, and so we can pick them out and put them into the plan. But if they joined after July the 1st, they have to be KYC verified to receive one of those assisted positions. Okay. What's the next one? Okay, registered members once again. This is down from an average of about 100, largely because we've stopped people putting in their goldfish. You know, the goldfish is back in the goldfish bowl, swimming around now. He's not in We Share Abundance anymore. And the worms have all been returned to the garden. So the registered member count went up by just 11 to 49,926. Active member count went up by 9 to 3,073. Now, I think it's been a pretty poor day anyway for lots of other reasons, but it has definitely been influenced by the fact that we've had people trying to be clever, and it's not really clever to cheat. It's not really clever to take advantage of things. If we hadn't found it and we hadn't stopped it, it would have destroyed the plan for everybody. And that isn't clever. So there we are. So that's where we are with that. Multiply Weezer, no change in the member base. We did today get that up another $1 in the bonus pool to $10,540.70. So we got actually 76 cents just for logging in from the revenue share, even though the plan is pretty well dormant. Once we get the plan active again, the revenue share, of course, will go up. You'll be able to withdraw funds from there again. We'll have the Weezer token back at a value that is worthwhile. Whether it's just a few dollars, we'll gradually build it up from there. But just to get it to $3 makes everything worthwhile. And we'll do that, and we will control the liquidity and value in the same way that we control the liquidity and value of the share hope token. Okay. Have I got any other information for you? I don't think I have. And I can't see any questions, which is unusual. Maybe a few things got sorted out over the past week or so. I am looking to get the Easy Business Builder plan out as a PDF in the very near future. I'm not sure how long it'll take to make the changes there. I'm hoping it won't be too long, but I am also waiting for that software that I've been talking about to be developed. I've not chased right up on that. I must do that, find out where we're going with that and how long it's going to take, because I would like that to be available when we launch, even if it's not. It's still a great plan, but with that, it's really, really special. Okay. Nada más. Nothing more. I will be here tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and in Facebook. I will be broadcasting from either a pub or the room in the pub or whatever, rather than from our home here in Cornwall. But I will be in a position to bring you up to date with what's been going on and to answer any questions that have cropped up in the meantime. Until then, get out there, do your bit. Let's get those figures back up again, genuine figures, for new registrations, people joining the 777 plan, people joining the Share Hope plan. Let's get that up over 500. If everybody does their bit, it'll happen. And if you all wake up and say, it's going to be a great day and I'm going to do something positive and I'm going to make an impact on, and if you go about your day like that, it'll happen for you and it'll happen for everybody else. Okay, God bless, and I'll see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. Come on. See you later, alligator.